You vote. Maybe you've called your congressman. Maybe you've donated to a campaign or signed a petition or shown up to a march. And you still feel like nothing you do actually changes anything. That feeling is correct. And it's not your fault. The system isn't broken for everyone. For a specific class of people, it's working exactly as designed. The people making decisions about your health care don't use the same system you do. The people writing the tax code don't worry about their tax bill the way you do. The people starting the wars don't send their kids to die. And they've built an infrastructure, year-round, well-funded, deeply connected, that makes sure it stays that way regardless of which party wins the next election. Most people have figured this out already. They just don't know what to do about it. That's what this video is about. The options available to the average engaged citizen are remarkably thin. You can vote. You can call your representative and get a form letter back. You can show up to a march and feel something for a day. You can donate and watch the money disappear into a machine that doesn't work for you. And then the cycle resets. The next election comes. The same problems are still there. The same people are still in the room. And the organized interests that were working against you before the election are still working against you after it. Because they never stopped. They were there the whole time. The frustration isn't a personal failing. It's a structural problem. Organized institutional power on one side. Episodic citizen participation on the other. That asymmetry produces the same outcome every cycle. And voting alone, as important as it is, doesn't fix it. What I'm trying to create is something different. Imagine a group of people who all got surprise medical bills they never saw coming. They're angry. They know something is wrong, but they're scattered. They don't know each other. They don't know what to do, and individually, they have no power. Now imagine they find each other. They talk through what happened to them. They compare notes. They find people who understand the system, maybe a hospital administrator, maybe a policy researcher, maybe just someone who read everything they could find because it happened to their family. Over time, a clear picture emerges of why this keeps happening and what would take to actually fix it. A solution takes shape. It gets pressure tested by people who disagree. It gets refined until it's something most of them can stand behind. And then they take it somewhere. To the media, to social platforms, to the politicians who are supposed to implement the will of the people. And they don't stop when the news cycle moves on. They follow up. Was it implemented? Was it funded? Is it actually doing what it was supposed to do? If not, pressure gets applied until it does. That's the arc. From disillusioned and frustrated to organized, solutions-focused, and genuinely accountable. This is what americasplan.org is designed to support. A platform built to carry that whole arc, from the initial conversation all the way through to accountability. And the documentation to back it up is already there waiting for you. I want to be straight with you about what this is right now. It's early. It's unproven. I'm not going to stand here and tell you this is going to change everything because I don't know that yet. But it certainly has the potential. What I can tell you is that it's the right type of response to the actual structural problem. Not a campaign, not a petition, not a one-election effort. A long-term civilian-led project building the kind of sustained, organized capacity that the other side already has. I should tell you something about why I built it. I'm one of the people it's designed for. I follow the news. I care about what's happening. I vote. And that's about all I've ever done because everything else has felt either pointless or inaccessible. I'm not an organizer. I'm not a politician. I'm a retiree who thought for a long time about why things keep going wrong and what it would actually take to change the trajectory. And I got to a point where thinking about it wasn't enough. Something needed to exist that didn't exist yet. americasplan.org is that something. If you're the kind of person who cares, who pays attention, who votes and still feels like it isn't enough, americasplan.org is built for you. Not for activists, not for experts. For ordinary people who haven't lost the desire to do something even when everything tells them it won't matter. Come take a look. americasplan.org. Read what's there. If it resonates, the forum is one click away. That's where the conversation is happening and where you can start finding people who are working on the same things you care about. It's early. Come help build it.